We're here looking over the Adriatic Sea at the port of Ancona. The port of Ancona has great historic significance and great Jewish significance because in the years 1534 to 1549, Pope III had declared Ancona a free port, which means Jews were allowed to return here and practice their religion, and Ancona became a haven for many former conversos who began to openly practice Judaism and to restore Ancona to a great financial power. However, shortly after, Pope IV rescinded the open policy of the third pope, and he imprisoned many conversos, and he threatened that unless they officially denounce their faith in Judaism, they would be burnt at the stake. Now, a great Jewish converso who returned to her faith going back to Turkey, a very powerfully financial woman, Dana Gracia, and her illustrious relative, Don Yosef Nasi, they felt that they had to do everything in their power to boycott the port of Ancona because of these threats of the fourth pope. In fact, they pled with the Sultan of Turkey, and the Sultan of Turkey had a very vehement dispute with the fourth pope, but ultimately the fourth pope let out Turkish conversos who had affiliation with the Turkish Empire. However, he did burn at the stake 25 conversos that we're going to see the location where these conversos were burnt. So, in retaliation for the fourth pope burning these conversos, Dana Gracia, Don Yosef Nasi, and with the psak of the Mari ben Lev, who was a great rabbi in Turkey, who was also employed by Dana Gracia, they ruled, and it was supported in halacha by the Mari ben Lev, that there needed to be an official boycott on the port of Ancona. Now, not all poskim agreed with this ruling, and also there was a very prestigious woman, a niece of the Abarbanel, Benvenita Abravanel, disagreed with Dana Gracia, and they said that even though the boycott may in a certain sense, cause the fourth pope to think twice before he would again try to threaten any conversos, but on the other hand, it was hurting the Jews who had always maintained their observance here in Ancona, because now that the port was boycotted, they lost their livelihood. So the boycott eventually dwindled, but in the course of time, the fourth pope passed away. But this is a well-known controversy here at the port of Ancona in the aftermath of the burning at the stake of the 25 Maranos, and their execution was described by Rabbi Yosef HaKohen in the Sefer Emek HaBacha.